Hello, I'm Joe, and welcome to the video. You might have noticed that it's been a hot minute since I've uploaded anything to YouTube, and I have good reason for that. I mentioned it on a community post recently, but if you haven't seen it, basically, I'm about to graduate high school. Cue the yippee sound effect. Yippee! I'm very excited about it, honestly. I'm just ready to get out of there, man. High school, like, it's been okay, but man, I don't like being there anymore. But the end of a school year also means that finals and, like, I don't know. I don't know why teachers collectively do this, and maybe it's just at my school, but they all just seem to save all their work for the very last few weeks of school, and so I've had so many assignments and so many things to do, while on top of that, having to work on my AP portfolio, and also grinding on Splatoon 3 Salmon Run, trying to get to EVP 600 for every single map. It's bad, y'all. That means I haven't really had time to do stuff for YouTube. So I posted a community post about that, but I'm deciding right now, screw it, I want to make a video, because I want to. So yeah, that's where I've been. School's busy, and I want to indulge in my interests a little bit more than usual, so that's about it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of explain what I'm gonna do in this video. I also just kind of want to show y'all some art real quick before I dive into it, because I've actually been pretty productive art-wise the past few days. Oh, that's the page I was looking for. So, here we have my thumbnail page. We've seen it before, we've loved it before, but you might have noticed there's a little new addition right there, because this is what I'm going to be working on in this video, and I drew it today. Before I get to that, I kind of want to give an update on all of my other AP art pieces and how they're going right now. So this one, I have finished. I did this. Let me get out my iPad. Oh, it's right here. I'm stupid. I was looking behind me because sometimes I'll put it behind me while I record, but I didn't this time. So here's the piece. Also ignore if my iPad screen looks crusty, because it probably does. I think it turned out cute. It could be better. And I'm just now realizing that I didn't color in her mouth. Yeah, I probably just need to go back and fix a few things about it, but overall, I don't know, I think it turned out pretty cute. Okay, actually right now I'm gonna use this as an excuse to go through some other art I've been doing. So I've been working on like OC concepts and stuff a lot lately, so I did like a mini character lineup of all of my characters. So here we have Arabella and Cromwell. They're dating and they're so cute. I love them. Then we have Calvin and Bill. Are they rivals? Are they enemies? Are they partners? We'll never know. And then we have Lunabelle, and she's just kind of there. I posted that on like my private Instagram story, and my friend was like, dude, you should draw my character with your character, and I was like, bet, so I did, and I still haven't showed them it yet because it's not finished. But yeah, that's what this is. And then I did a whole thing where I was like, you know what, I want to get better at drawing faces, so I'm going to draw 10 faces a day, and I did that for like 2 days. Yeah, I ended up doing quite a few. I liked how this one turned out. Oh, there. I liked how this one turned out. I don't know. Yeah, just here's some of them. Actually, no. I have one specifically that I want to show y'all. Where is it? There we go. Oh, my husband, Harvey Stardew Valley. I don't know if I've expressed my love for him on the channel yet, but this man is my husband, y'all. He's mine and mine only. Also, this isn't art, but this is just a Mario character tier list from who's hottest to who's not the hottest. Yeah, anyways, that's my digital art. Back to this stuff. So I showed y'all this one. And then I started working on the painting for this thumbnail. But the thing about it is I put way too much on my plate. Someone very kind, someone very nice on my last video commented some tips about AP art, and they said, don't stretch yourself too thin or don't burn yourself out. I don't remember specifically, but they said one of those things. And I was like, thanks, but I'm gonna completely ignore your advice, because right after I commented that, I pretty much started on this painting. And wow, I should have listened to them, because this has burned me out so much. I don't know why, but I thought that I could paint something hyper-realistic with acrylics, despite the fact I have never ever done anything even like slightly realistic in my life. Not smart, but I'm trying something new. Hopefully AP likes it. because that's about all the approval I'm hoping to get from that painting. But today, I want to work on something that's kind of combining this idea, and this idea. Well, it's actually pretty much this idea, but this idea stemmed from this idea and this idea. So what this thumbnail sketch is, basically, is me at the bottom kind of sitting and thinking and just kind of daydreaming about different kinds of food. It's all going to be foods that I like, which is going to be hard because I have a little thing called ARFIDS, aka ARFIDS. I don't know what it stands for, but it basically means I am extremely picky to a really, really bad degree. I just have a very rocky relationship with food. So I'm even like stretching my brain out a little bit by doing this piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on that, which, spoiler alert, I actually already have before I started making this video. So here we have pho, here we have spaghetti, and here we have a piece of cake. So I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna like finish the sketches and then I'm gonna line them. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna line them with yet though. I'm deciding between colored pencils and like a micron, and I'm leaning towards colored pencils because I hate microns. But also, if I use colored pencils, that would bleed into the markers. We'll figure it out. Anyways, for now, I'm gonna put on a YouTube video for myself, and I'm gonna let y'all listen to the rambles of VoiceOver Joe. Hey guys, VoiceOver Joe here, back at it again with another epic voiceover. So you might notice that the piece of paper I'm working on does not look at all like the thumbnail piece that I have previously shown y'all. Well, I guess the foods are the only thing it has in common with it. But basically, this piece of paper is not gonna be the final product. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm going to draw and color in all of the foods on different pieces of paper, cut them out, and then get a big piece of cardboard, paint it, and then I'm gonna glue all the pieces of food on that. Then I'm gonna draw a picture of me thinking about the food, glue it at the bottom of the piece of cardboard. I don't know how to explain it, but basically, yeah, all these pieces are gonna get cut out, and then I'm gonna use them on another piece of paper or cardboard or whatever I end up using. It's gonna be mixed media, basically. But yeah, that's my plan. Honestly, I really like how these are turning out so far. I love how I did the pho, I love how I did the spaghetti. I have very mixed feelings about the cake, but y'all haven't seen the final product yet, so you're just gonna have to wait to see how it turns out. Either that or I'm putting it in the thumbnail, but I don't remember if I'm going to or not. I'm glad that I chose this as a subject matter because food is easy to draw, and when I like the food, I like drawing it. This sounds so simple and so dumb, but like, yeah, it's easy. But now I kind of want to talk about something else, something that I have just mentioned a few minutes ago, and that is ARFID. I also want to give a quick trigger warning because ARFID is an eating disorder, and I know eating disorders, like, as a whole can be a very upsetting topic for some people, so as much as I would love to educate you about what this is, I understand if you kind of want to sit this one out. So skip to this timestamp that's on screen. I think at that point I'm going to talk about the Mario movie, so there you go. See you later. I also want to clarify before I go into talking about this, I am self-diagnosed, but I feel like a lot of people can self-diagnose themselves with eating disorders. I feel like that's pretty commonplace. I feel like no one really knows what it is because, first of all, eating disorders are usually associated with some kind of body dysmorphia. Like, for example, anorexia is an eating disorder where you obsess over your weight and it makes you eat less or just kind of avoid foods because of it. There are obviously more aspects to it than that, but that's kind of just like a basic rundown of it. But ARFIDS is different in the way that people with it usually don't obsess over their body weight. It's kind of just having a rocky relationship with food itself. For example, anorexia would kind of be a struggle between the mind, food, and your body, but ARFIDS usually is only with the mind and food, if that makes any sense. I just realized I haven't even said what it stands for. So, I said that it's ARFIDS, and I was stupid. It's actually just ARFID, ARFID. And it stands for Avoidant/Restrictive Food Intake Disorder. Usually it's only recognized in children, which is a little silly to me because I am definitely not a child. I am in fact an 18-year-old adult. And not every case of ARFIDs looks the exact same. So there are different kinds of ARFID, and I'm kind of just going off of like a Google image that I found. There's avoidant ARFID, aversive ARFID, restrictive ARFID. So what I have is avoidant. And people with avoidant ARFID are people who avoid certain kinds of food because of fear of being overstimulated by them. So basically, it's people with sensory issues when it comes to food. I'll take myself for example. I avoid any food that has a mushy or grainy texture, because if I eat it or I look at it, it causes me anguish, like actual mental and physical anguish. For some don't get why it happens, and fair enough, because I don't understand why it happens either. But it's been like that ever since I was a child. Like, I live in Louisiana, and so whenever winter comes, my family will fix like red beans and rice. I cannot eat red beans and rice for the life of me. It just grosses me out so much. I've tried it before, but I can't do beans, y'all. I really can't. But yeah, I'm an example of avoidant ARFID. But there are also other kinds, like I said, aversive and restrictive. People with aversive ARFID are people who avoid food because of fear of nausea, choking, throwing up, stuff like that. So it seems like a more severe case of emetophobia, which is literally just the fear of vomiting. But emetophobia cases can get pretty bad too, because my brother has it and he gets really freaked out about that sort of stuff. Not to the point where I think he would have ARFID though. And the last main kind of ARFID is restrictive, and it's basically just when someone shows little to no interest in food in general. Like they forget to eat, they feel like they have no appetite, and yeah. I can't really think of any specific examples of someone I know with restrictive ARFID. I feel like that might be the most uncommon type, but yeah. I also mentioned that ARFID has nothing to do with body image. I think saying that is too general of a statement, because I feel like people with ARFIDs can have body dysmorphia. Just a lot of people with it, I would guess, don't. Just for me personally, I don't have body image issues, but I know I have this eating disorder, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's a fun little fact about me. I hope y'all were able to learn something new, because honestly I did while doing the research for this. I didn't know about the different kinds of ARFID. I just knew myself I had it because of my sensory issues. And it looks like the people who have skipped that section should be back, so hi, glad to have you here. Now I'm gonna talk about something that's not ARFID. I kinda wanna talk about the Mario movie a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of funny to see critics on like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff like that give a whole freak out about how like this movie has like no artistic interest in it. It's so bad because it doesn't have a story. And on the one hand, like, fair. I watched the movie twice so far, and I feel like if you're not a Mario fan, you won't enjoy it. But, dude, if you are a Mario fan like me, and you're a complete nerd about it, like, one of my special interests is literally Nintendo music, so you bet your butt I ran to the theater and I was paying special, close attention to the sound design and the soundtrack of the film. I'm gonna try not to get all over the place, but, basically, I loved it. I thought it was really, really fun. I loved Jack Black's Bowser. I actually didn't hate Chris Pratt as Mario. In fact, I kind of liked it. I thought it was an okay choice. Charlie Day as Luigi was great. I'm just sad we didn't get more of them. And then some of the smaller characters like Kamek and Toad, and even some of the monkeys, like I liked them. They were fun. There wasn't too much going on story-wise with it. Like, obviously this movie was a cash grab and it was gonna be a, like, success, no matter how bad it was. But the thing about it is, it's so good. And not because it has a well thought out story or a well thought out purpose for it existing. It's just fun. It's a love letter to all the Mario games and to its fans. I've seen, like, a critic call it like a glorified Easter egg hunt, and I'll give him credit. That's kind of what it is. But I think that's what made me enjoy the movie so much, because you'd hear a little sound effect in the background, like whenever Luigi was getting chased by one of the skeleton Koopas, and he knocked into him, and then the sound effect played, you know, the and that made me so happy. And then whenever Mario and the gang are leaving the Kong Kingdom, Kong Country, I don't know what it is, but whenever they're leaving the monkey place and they go onto the Rainbow Road and the N64 Rainbow Road sound starts to it was so nice. It was so good. I will say, as much as I'm like just completely geeking out about the music is one of the main things that disappointed me, because I don't know why they decided to play so many like 80s, 90s, I don't even know, just like old rock tracks. Like, why? The only scene where I thought it fit was Bowser's like little party that he was having before he announced his plans to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. And that's only because in some of the games, his like little motif is associated with like rock music. But you know, basically what I'm saying is it fit. It didn't feel out of place. But yeah, like whenever you're being introduced to the Monkey Country, they play Take On Me, and it's like, why? Like, what purpose does this song serve? There's even like a Donkey Kong Mario Kart track. Why not just use that? That would have fit so much better than Take On Me. But yeah, there's my review. I liked it. It was good. It was pretty good. Alright, so for now, I think I'm gonna stop right here. I'm happier than I thought I would be with how these turned out. I think they actually turned out pretty good. I don't think they're the best I could have done, but I also wasn't really going for like a super hyper-realistic like look. I don't know, I just wanted it to be simple, and I think I achieved that. The only thing I don't really like is the cake. It doesn't really look like a cake. In fact, while I was working on this, my dad walked in my room, and he knew that was pho, he knew that was spaghetti, but he was like, what is that? And I was like, it's supposed to be cake. So, might have failed with that one. I don't really care though. I just need to get this over with. So now I think I'm gonna do a few more sketches off camera, and then I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna do more line art and do more stuff with it. So yeah. Now that I have those done, I have my sketch for my next 3 things. They definitely don't take up the page like this thing does, so maybe I'll add one more thing right here. But for right now, we have some strawberry crepes, some hamburgers and fries, and then some tacos, I guess, but they're tacos with tortillas. I don't know if those are the same things, because I'm stupid and I'm very unfamiliar with Mexican food. But yeah, so these are the ones I'm gonna be working on next. I don't know how much footage I'm gonna show for the coloring and like the line art process of these. I guess I'm gonna record all of it, but I would imagine this is gonna be a much shorter segment than the previous 3. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Fun fact, I usually record and like work on stuff in the afternoon, but right now it's 9 o'clock and I'm tired, like really tired. I usually go to sleep at 10, so I'm about to go get in my bed. Yeah, so here's the second half of the foods. Honestly, I'm probably gonna go back and add a few more things because these 2 turned out pretty lackluster. I'm not really a fan, but I like how the crepes, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I like how those turned out. I kind of wish I had pushed the colors a little more. Like, I feel like there just needs to be more contrast here, and I really need a more unifying color palette for this one, but I mean, we'll see what happens. That's how this is going. I was looking for the other piece of paper, and it's just right here. I'm stupid. But yeah, this is all of it right now. I definitely like the first 2 I did more than any of the other ones. I'm thinking I'm gonna do one more right here, and then I probably need to do another, like, food thing. My brain is melting. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna go play Splatoon until I pass out. So I'll see y'all tomorrow or whenever I record next. Okay, so I just got back from school, which means that, of course, I worked on this a little bit. So far, of course, I have this done, right? And then I have this done. And so now I have me, my little drawing of me. And then I think that's some sort of chicken pasta thingy. I'm so sorry, I'm so stupid, I don't know what it's called. I love how this turned out. Like, actually, I think it's adorable. I drew myself looking so cute. And my face looks so smushy, because my face, like, in real life is actually really smushy. But yeah, I don't know, I think it's cute. I really liked how it turned out, and I'm terrified I'm gonna ruin it with the coloring, but we're gonna see how it turns out. And then this, I mean, it's not colored yet, and whenever it's not colored, I feel less confident about it. Hopefully it'll turn out okay. Hopefully by tonight I have 2 entries for my AP portfolio ready. I'm just gonna go ahead and start coloring these 2 things, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm recording this voiceover at like 8:30 and my family's being loud, so if you hear background noise, please ignore it. Also, ignore if I sound dead. So I kind of just wanted to talk about my experience in AP art as a whole, and specifically my experience, because I feel like every person's experience in that class is going to be different. You know, it just kind of depends on the teacher that you get. Like, for example, I've heard of teachers like assigning students their theme for the year, whereas my teacher gave us the freedom to choose whatever we want, and I'm pretty sure most teachers do that. The first half of AP Art was spent doing nothing. I literally got nothing done in that class in relation to my actual AP portfolio. I spent the entire time kind of thinking about it. Like, it was always in the back of my head, but I never actually sat down and did something about it until March, I think. I really could have started working on it sooner. But, I mean, in my last video, I talked about my struggles with coming up with a theme and stuff and how that stopped me for so long. So, I don't know. I struggled with this class a little bit. But overall, I don't know. I had a good time. Did I? Actually, I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings about it now that I'm thinking about it. Because it's like, on the one hand, it forced me to get out of my comfort zone and try new mediums and do things that I don't normally do. But on the other hand, I waited until the last minute, which forced myself to, like, find ways to explore new mediums in ways that I've already done before. Like Copic markers. I used Copic markers for the first time in a while in this video. But I've used them before. I know how to use them. This isn't an exploration. I know how these work. I think the most exploration I've done with my AP portfolio has been my acrylic painting, but I don't even know if I'm gonna finish that before May 5th, because there's like no way that it's there's no way that that's gonna happen. My advice for people who plan on taking AP art next year: do not wait until the last minute. It's stupid. I feel so dumb about it. Also, don't feel pressure to put so much effort into your theme. Because me and my teacher were talking about it today, complaining about how, like, AP puts so much focus on it instead of the actual artwork. Like, it's stupid. It's so stupid. Just create art. Have fun. If you can't come up with a theme, honestly, what I would do, just create art and come up with the theme later. Because surely, as an artist, you're gonna have a cohesive thing that every single one of your pieces relates to. And if not, make that your theme. Randomness. What does randomness look like? That could be something. I don't know. So yeah, and that's my experience. Also, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Most people don't watch this far. I also kind of want to ask if you would leave a like, because small interactions like that do help my channel a lot. And leave a like on literally every single art video that you watch. Or every video that you like, because, like, they help channels. They help us a lot. Okay, so yeah, I should be getting back to my other stuff, so take it away, Video Joe. Okay, so I'm done coloring them in now. Yeah, this is what I have so far. I also have this, and I have this, and so now I think I'm gonna cut it out, and then I'm gonna finish it, and it's gonna be done, and I don't have to think about it anymore. Let's get to cutting our things out. This probably means I need to rip this out of my sketchbook. Alright, I'm gonna put this up. I think I'm gonna leave a bit of white space around the edges, at least for now, just because I'm not sure if I want to cut right along the lines quite yet. Actually, I don't. Also, shout out to my art teacher who gave me the micron I use to line all of these. He rocks. He actually rocks. Well, I use the micron to line these two. I had a micron at home, and that's the one I used, but then I forgot to bring it to school, and he just gave me one, which was really, really nice. So, as of right now, I have like 9 days left in school, or in high school, like forever and ever, amen. After these 9 days, I'm done. I'm out of there. I just got done with my second to last Monday in high school ever, and it's been really, really weird. And I'm sorry, I feel like that's one of the only things I talk about on here, but that's just because, like, it takes up a lot of my thoughts. And I feel like that's pretty normal for most people. Whenever you're ending an era of your life, of course you're gonna like reflect back on it and think of how weird it's gonna be when you're without this said thing. But I don't know, this is the first time I've really had to leave something behind. When I was younger, I lived in a different town than I do now. I lived there for the first 8 years of my life, but I don't really remember it that much. So even if I had some change in my life before, it's definitely not gonna be as impactful as leaving high school because this is fresh. This is on my mind, you know? And I'm gonna remember it for the rest of my life. Or maybe the rest of my life will be so much better than high school that I forget about it. And honestly, I would prefer that happen. It's even like now, I've lived a very comfortable life, and now I'm starting to think about taking on like adult responsibilities, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know. They're kind of cringe, I'm not gonna lie. But they're inescapable. I'm gonna have to pay taxes, I'm gonna have to find a job and do all the things. Okay, the pho is still my favorite one. It just looks so good. I don't know how well I'm getting this on camera. I'm sorry if the footage is all kind of weird. These look like they could be stickers. Like, I feel like I could slap them on this front of my sketchbook and be happy with them. I have always thought about opening up an Etsy shop, but like, I don't know. I might wait until I have a bigger audience to do that, just so I can like guarantee at least a little bit of success from it, you know? If that never happens, yeah, we'll see then. Okay, so I have all the pieces cut out. I think they look cute. I think they turned out pretty good. Okay, but now let me get out a piece of cardboard, which I have right here. Okay, this might be a problem for recording because this is taking up a lot of the frame. Hold on. So I moved my camera a bit. We'll see if this works. I'm just gonna lay them all out. Let me see. Yeah, I like this. Aw, this is cute. I'm a fan. I'm really a fan of this. Also, I've decided, I think I'm actually not gonna glue these on here. I think I'm just gonna use washi tape, and then I'll take a photo of them all on the piece of cardboard, and then I'm gonna stick them back in my sketchbook just so I can have something else in my sketchbook, because y'all, I have not been working in that thing like at all, and I feel bad because I'm totally neglecting it. I don't mean to, I just have so much going on. Now I think I'm gonna do the final product off camera. I'll be back when it's finished, and we'll see how it went. I have my piece of cardboard all painted, so now I just need to put this stuff on it. As you can see, I taped it down like I said I was going to, because after this, I'm actually gonna put it in my sketchbook. I just need to put it on cardboard for the photo. This tape is like not sticky at all. And on the one hand, I'm glad it's not, but I don't know, it gets annoying sometimes. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should like go back and draw and like add a few strawberries here and there. Actually, let me do that real quick. Okay. Yeah, those are cute. I like them. I have this again. Okay, I feel like I could use one more strawberry to put right there. So I'm gonna make one. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm done with it. Actually, yeah, I'm done with it. I'm not gonna add anything right here because I'm lazy. So, this is the final product. You can't exactly see the full thing right now, but here's a better angle of it that I'm showing you now. Overall thoughts, I actually really like it. I think I ended up liking it a lot more than I thought I was going to. I was very scared that I wasn't gonna be able to like tie this all in together. I'm just surprised with the fact that I really like it. I think the whole collage aspect of it kind of feeds into the kind of dreamy feel that she has. Like, it's as if these foods are really popping into her mind. I think the simple style I went for was really effective, which I'm really happy about that because I was very nervous that I wasn't doing enough to make it look good. So yeah, overall, I really like it. I think it's cute. I don't think it's my best work, but like, I don't know. I like it. I think it's simple, it's fun, it's cute, and it's good. I think this is the end of the video, so if you liked it, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment if you want to, maybe even subscribe if you haven't already. I think I have about 5 other videos up on the channel right now, so if this was interesting to you, then you'll probably like my other ones. So yeah, that's about it for this one. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!